everybody, this is Morgana Starr, one of your fearless leaders here in Awaken Your Intuition. Let's talk today about our shadows. A while back, I put a post out about if you knew what shadow work was. And I was really thrilled to find out that a lot of you people do. You understand a little bit about it. But it's hard. It's hard work. So who of you have done something about it? It's not for the faint of heart. It is for people that are willing to dive deeper into their energies, into their past, and find the power in some of those things that you may not be really comfortable with. So we always recommend that people do this with a guide. And it's kind of like when you go to counseling. Sometimes when you go to a therapist, you will find out some of these things that you need to work on, but maybe not be given total tools to deal with. I had one of my clients that is a graduate from our Soul Solution course and is now in the Mastery course. And she made a comment that she just fired a therapist because she didn't need the therapist anymore because she was doing this work and stepping through it. So shadow work, what really is that? If you have been doing what you feel is shadow work, say me in the comments below. But I want to tell you a little bit about why this is so important. It's kind of like, let me just share something with shadow. So one of the issues of doing this work, when you find something you don't like about yourself. For example, one of the processes that I went through was being very procrastinating. That's one of them. Hey Rhonda, glad to have you here. So I'm really good at procrastinating. And I'm like, well, where's the good in procrastinating? Yeah, it's like, why? And then I get all this last minute stuff, I'm getting everything done. Then I dove into that a little deeper. And number one, I realized the positive side was that I could get a lot done in a short period of time. So I just needed to do a little more time management with that so that I didn't wait till the last minute and put that extra undue pressure on myself and stress myself totally out and everybody else around me. That would be something I would have you look at. Another thing is anger. And right now we're being flooded with a lot of anger. And some of the anger isn't even ours. But if you haven't dealt with your own anger, that's your shadow. That's that part lurking. God, I just want to tell that person off. I'm so angry at them. They're being stupid. So shadow work is going in and picking apart that part of you that is damaging and finding a way to make it into power. Instead of being in that place of anger can make you very depressed. It can make you sick. You can hold grudges. There's a shadow to that. And what I'm seeing across the board with some of the challenges with this COVID going on is people will put on a happy face and they just move ahead, but they're dragging their garbage with them, and that's their shadows. And they don't know how to integrate it in a good way. And integrating it is important. I love these little things that the angels give me for pictures. I'm a very visual person. So remember about Peter Pan. And he lost his shadows everywhere. And then Wendy sews it back on for him. When it was sewed back on, then it incorporated and it worked in a good way. When it wasn't, it was all causing all kinds of mischief. So unless you have learned how to work with your shadow and use that power for good, you're going to find you're going to be in a world of hurt yourself and hurting a lot of other people. A lot of supposed light workers are going through this right now. They're doing the fluffy bunny approach, is what I call it. They don't want to dive in and become from light workers into light warriors. It hurt my heart to see somebody the other day post something that was a powerful light worker, almost wanting to give up because she saw how people were not standing up against injustice. They wanted to hide their head in a hole and pretend nothing was happening. So she questioned whether what she was doing was good. So I sent her a little message and gave her some encouragement, because we need all that. We need the warrior work right now. You can't sit on it. The more that you procrastinate with doing your shadow work, diving in, the harder your life's going to be. And you can come with all sorts of excuses. I don't have the time, I don't have the energy, I don't have the finances. And guess what? You just told yourself you were not worth it. When you're ready, and you're really ready to embrace the best of who you are, you're ready to invest in yourself like you're taking a college course. Because the stuff that we put out and the coaching that we do and the counseling online is intense work, and you will graduate with college experience. So it's not just playing. I had one client tell me how her life had just totally changed. And she realized that the power that she was giving away was part of her shadow, because she wanted to help everybody. That's a shadow. When you want to help everybody and you drain yourself dry. So then you learn how to change that. So if you're feeling drained of energy, you're feeling like nothing is working the way that you want, that you are ready now to make a change, and you don't want that shadow to be running off causing all sorts of mischief and causing you more trouble with your friends and your family and your loved ones, then message me and we'll get together and we'll make a plan for you so that your life can be one of joy, gratitude, power, and become all that you're meant to be. Love you guys, and looking forward to hearing from you all. Much love.